From horse meat burgers all the way to Denny's bacon maple sundae, here are 15 strangest fast food items. Number 15. The Choco Dia. It seems like fast food restaurants are always trying to come up with something new in order to bring in more people to their restaurants. Some strange items might be released to the public, like this Choco Dia from Taco Bell in the UK. It might look and sound kind of weird. Here in this photo, you can tell it's simply a tortilla, but not filled with cheese, but possibly Nutella or just melted chocolate. We're not sure how well it would taste with hot sauce. Number 14. Mac and Cheetos. Getting a little bit creative can pay off, and in 2016, Mac and Cheetos became a success. These are basically like mozzarella sticks, but inside was fried macaroni and cheese and not mozzarella. These were only available for a limited period of time at some Burger King locations in Southern California. It can't be that bad, right? They actually got rave reviews by those who had the chance to try them. Will they bring them back? Number 13. Horse meat burger, Slovenia. This photo here seems to be of a normal looking burger, but it's not. Some restaurants have had urban legends spread about them that they were serving horse meat at US locations, but this actually seems to be true in places in Europe like Slovenia and other Eastern European countries. There's even a fast food chain here called Hot Horse in this country that serves up horse burgers all day. Number 12. Black Kuro burger. You better believe that some fast food items from Japan are gonna make this list. Here we see the Black Ninja Kuro burger, and as advertised, it's actually black. Coincidentally, it's also bigger than most burgers out there. What's black ketchup, you might ask? Do you really want to know? This is actually just normal ketchup that's been flavored with squid ink to make it black. They then top it off with a huge slice of beef right in the middle. This comes from Burger King in Japan, and it's about $7 without tax. Number 11. The Double Down. Imagine being in the meeting room when KFC executives came up with the idea of the Double Down. They were thinking, hey guys, those buns we've been using to make sandwiches with are getting really old. Let's replace them with chicken patties. This photo here shows the Double Down with cheese, sauce, and bacon in the middle, and KFC chicken on the outside, which seems like a creative and really strange idea. Does it still taste good? Yeah, probably. Number 10. Bread Pasta Bowl. This item from Domino's might actually look pretty good, but seriously though, doesn't it seem like a little bit of a carb overload to serve pasta inside a bread bowl? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can even get mac and cheese served to you in a bread bowl, and just something seems to be a little bit redundant about this. At least with pizza, you're mixing tomato sauce, cheese, and bread, but this just seems like gluten on top of gluten. Maybe they should just stick with making pizzas. Number 9. Denny's Bacon Sundae. Now go ahead and raise your hand if you like bacon. Leave your hand raised if you like ice cream. Chances are most of your hands are still in the air. Okay, well you should probably like the maple bacon sundae, right? The sundae is coated with maple syrup to make the thing more eatable. But if you really just want to get fat in a hurry, go ahead and order yourself a few of these and eat up. You might even want to bring a date here and share one. Number 8. The Chizza. This photo here shows the Chizza, which is basically a hybrid between pizza and chicken. And it really seems like people at KFC keep coming up with weird ideas. After seeing this photo of a Supreme Chizza, you kind of wonder to yourself, what else are they going to think of next, and how many other ways will they use chicken to replace bread? This image here displays the 4-cheese Chizza, which just kind of seems like a cool word for cheesy chicken. Number 7. Fried brain sandwiches. What sounds more delicious than some good old fried brain sandwiches, right? This seems like the perfect dish to serve to the group of zombie friends coming over for dinner. Appetizing. And this is actually prepared somewhere you wouldn't expect it to be, right here in the good old US of A. That's right, very few fast food places in the Midwest actually serve this strange item, but if you're looking for it, you can probably find it at select diners in Evansville, Indiana or St. Louis, Missouri. This is normally made with cow brain under the age of 30 months. Put some barbecue sauce on it and it probably tastes just fine. Number 6. The Rice Burger. There are different variations of using rice to replace hamburger buns at McDonald's in Korea and other places across the world. In 2005, McDonald's thought the rice burger would appeal to the Eastern Asian market and offered this chicken rice burger in Korea. It features all kinds of weird things on it, but it's hard to tell what it is exactly from this photo. Rice burgers have also been known to come with tuna or kimchi. This rice burger here shows you a burger from MOS with some type of tempura in the middle. Number 5. Stuffed crust phenomenon. Pizza is amazing, there's no doubt about it, but when does too much of a good thing become a bad thing? Pizza Hut seemingly opened up a Pandora's box as soon as they started making stuffed crust pizza available. Not long after, pretty much everything was finding its way into our crust, and there was nothing we could do about it. Things like hot dogs, nacho cheese, to pineapple and pepperoni were all getting in there somehow. Here in this photo, we see the Pizza Hut advertisement for shrimp stuffed crust, making you wonder what else Pizza Hut will come up with. What happened to the good old days when pizza crust was just bread? Normally, if it tastes good, it finds a way to get in there, so watch out. Number 4. Mashed potato beef burger. Fast food advertisements run all the time, and it's getting more and more difficult to resist the urge. But just keep in mind, the food always looks better on TV than it does in real life. In China, this photo shows how they advertise the beefy, hearty mashed potato beef burger piled on with bacon, 2 patties, and cheese. But this photo we see here was from a real customer in China, and it sorta just looked like a sloppy mess, spewing mashed potatoes everywhere. Just stick to the Big Mac McDonald's, you were doing good. Number 3. Maple Bacon Poutines. In 2015, McDonald's in Canada began releasing different items from each province during a different month. This was known as the Great Taste of Canada, and it kind of featured some weird stuff. For a limited period of time, the McLobster was available, representing Nova Scotia, which was decent, yet kind of strange coming from a fast food chain. But then, McDonald's began releasing the Maple Bacon Poutines, and it didn't get the best reviews. For those of you who don't know, poutines are a Canadian delicacy which features gravy and a little bit of cheese curds on fries, which are only good in Canada. This photo here shows the Maple Bacon Poutines, and it really doesn't seem to get too much more Canadian than this. There's a reason that fork on the left side isn't getting to work. The sweet and savory mix was just a tad bizarre for many people, and even people from Quebec wouldn't eat them. Number 2. KFC Cheese Doughnut. Do people in Indonesia really eat donuts with cheese on them? It almost seems like cheese has absolutely no boundaries anymore, and it'll find its way onto any kind of food out there that you might at first glance think has some kind of glazing on it due to the angle of the light. But after further examination, you realize there's no glazing that looks like this, and it's frickin' cheese. Number 1. The McRib. No other sandwich is quite as strange, quite as mysterious, and quite as monstrous as the McRib. Is this sloppy sandwich actually made from real meat, or some type of edible concoction that's made in a laboratory or even by aliens? There's over 70 different ingredients in this thing. Parts like pig hearts, tripe, and scalded stomach are found its way into the McRib. Then, they add some other crazy chemicals to top it off. There's azotic carbonamide, ammonium sulfate, and other words that are hard to pronounce, so you get the point. It almost seems like it could be made from every other part of the pig except from the ribs. The pork meat is apparently chopped up and then formed into the shape, which takes about 45 minutes for each slab. Some rumors out there claim that the McRib actually contained meat from kangaroos, but that's not the case. Despite all its mysteries, it remained a crowd favorite, and there's even a website called the McRib Locator that allows you to track the closest McDonald's location selling the McRib.